Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Showcase.
Tonight we have a scrumptious cooking video by Max Ferreira and a flashback to one of Showcase's finest featured videos.
We also have an interview with our very own Zoey Grolman about Between the Lines and her experiences as an electronic media major.
We have a fun show in store for you tonight, so stay tuned. Showcase starts now.
Let's get rolling. Welcome to Showcase, everyone. I'm Kyle Ashenfelder.
And I'm Zoey Grolman. Kyle, I'm so happy to be here tonight and to be interviewed.
I'm very happy to have you being interviewed as well. You're going to have so much fun. You're going to be jumping out of your seat.
Oh,
just like the people watching. They're going to be like, oh my God, Zoey Grolman getting interviewed? They're going to
That's me.
Dude, no one's going to change the channel once that's going on.
I know.
Absolutely.
It's kind of...
The ratings are going to go up.
Up.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
All right.
Let's get started.
Yeah. To start off, we are going to flash back to a video from Showcase's past. This video is called Stuck Inside and was made by Mike Gilaretto. Roll it.
Just a boy, my father seemed a mountain then, with a voice that could shake the seas. My mother's ghost hung across his shoulders, and he said she was still watching over me. My brother was home, just returned on army leave, told his stories with a distant stare. And as it snowed, the wind was howling through the trees, and I spent my night just listening by the fire.
Kyle, I have goosebumps
Again.
Oh my gosh, like how many weeks in a row?
Everybody's going to be giving us goosebumps, and quite honestly, when I first did see this, and I got to interview Mike Gilaretto last season, I really enjoyed this video, and he told me something about what the meaning of the video was, and pretty much it's about, you know, being stuck inside, doing homework when you want to be outside. This was just an amazing, just incredible video, one of the best things I've seen.
It's amazing. I really loved it. I mean, it's one of the best things I've seen.
The camera shots of the outdoor scenes are really good.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous, yes, very well done.
Yeah,
and
so clear.
Very stable, yes, very crisp.
Overall, really great project.
Amazing,
Yes.
Absolutely. And I hope he makes more stuff for this show.
I hope so too.
It's awesome.
I'm excited to see.
It's awesome.
After the break, Kyle and Angela will be bringing to you yet another edition of the good, the bad, and the ugly film reviews. Stay tuned.
If you're anything like me,
If you're anything like me,
if you're anything like me,
you have some interest in communications.
and electronic media is what it's all about. Whether you're interested in radio, television, video cameras,
Lighting, directing, screenwriting.
or any type of editing at all, it's all some form of storytelling.
Kutztown University does a great job making us understand the importance in that.
Your first semester here, you're taking classes that are also workshops, and before you know it, you begin creating.
The courses here get equipment in our hands right away and give us a realistic feel to what a profession would be like.
You're shooting video, recording audio, and truly producing something of your own.
Our professors provide us with all the tools necessary to become a professional.
We have a fully equipped studio and a control room,
2 Mac labs, multiple editing suites,
P2 cameras, DSLRs,
Lighting and grip kits and audio recording studios.
It motivates us to really learn by making the education a fun experience.
You work together with other students throughout the process and learn how to collaborate within a group, which is important.
The industry demands working with others.
In order to fulfill the major, the students have to complete an internship.
Normally our last semester before graduation, the staff helps you line up an internship that requires a minimum of 30 hours a week.
We're basically working a full-time job and in a realistic setting, working with professionals and learning the field firsthand.
It's a networking opportunity as much as a job opportunity.
Kutztown stands out a lot in that way. Not many other schools require such a thing, and it's a great experience.
The students carry and represent the school's name, and it's neat to become a part of such a good reputation.
That reputation influences our job search. Employers know our school and know what we are capable of.
So if you're thinking of where to spend your next 4 years of college and you're thinking you're a little bit like me,
And you're thinking you're a little bit like me,
And you're thinking you're a little bit like me,
And you're thinking you're a little bit like me,
think about how worthwhile of an experience you want.
think about the electronic media department at Kutztown University.
Kutztown University.
Kutztown University.
Kutztown University.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, where we compare great movies to average movies to just plain ugly ones. We are your hosts, Kyle and Angela, and today we'll be discussing comedy movies. Our good movie today is Ferris Bueller's Day Off, starring Matthew Broderick, Alan Ruck, and Mia Sara. This 80s classic is about a high school student and his friends who are determined to have the day off no matter what, despite what the principal thinks. Kyle, what did you think about this one?
This is an absolute 80s classic, and how can you deny this one being wonderful?
You can't.
Classic moments in this film, obviously, the big chase scene at the end where he has to get home in time, and also a lot of big quotes like, if you don't stop to enjoy life every once in a while, you might miss it.
Bueller.
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 That one, it's very nice. Just a lot of, I love 80s stuff. Anything 80s is nice.
Exactly. I sit home and watch 80s movies all day. I could do it all day, every day. Love them to death.
Yeah.
It's just, it warms the heart. It warms the soul.
does.
It's good for your soul.
It is good for your soul. If you're feeling bad, watch an 80s movie. Watch this one. And also a fun fact, if you want to buy a nice piece of property, they are actually apparently selling, I don't know if this is still in effect, but they're apparently selling the garage that the car was in when they were trying to take the miles off of it. And they're selling it for, of course, a big hunk of cash. So if you have a lot of cash and if you're loaded, if you have a couple $1 million, go
just
for it.
lying around.
Yeah.
Or you could buy us the car. We'll do the whole show from
That'd
the
be
car.
great. I mean, that'd be a nice donation to the show.
Or the sweater, the cheetah sweater.
Yeah, we'd do the whole. That'd be nice too.
We could get matching cheetah sweaters, Kyle.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Let's get some donations going,
Yeah,
guys.
that'd be awesome. So our bad movie for tonight is Superbad, starring Michael Cera and Jonah Hill. This one is about 2 codependent high school seniors who are forced to deal with separation anxiety after their plan to have Rager goes totally wrong. Angela, why did you pick this one?
See, Superbad, it's not great, it's not horrible, it's blah, it's average, it's bad. It just doesn't catch your attention right away. It has its moments, I'll give it that. You guys, you got some good laughs out of me every once in a while.
Absolutely.
But, I mean, it wasn't
I'm just thinking
special.
of McLovin.
Oh, McLovin.
His scenes were just hilarious.
Will you marry me, McLovin?
Yeah. But this movie's just grossly overrated. Very grossly overrated. And anything that Will Ferrell does, obviously, is overrated as well. Although he wasn't in this movie, but it's that comparison. It's pop culture. What do you do?
Yeah, it's these kids these days.
Yeah.
So our ugly movie this evening is Napoleon Dynamite, starring John Heder. This one is about a listless and alienated teenager who decides to help his new friend Pedro win class presidency in their small high school while dealing with his bizarre family life back home. Did you see this one, Kyle?
Yes, I did, and I can't say that I didn't enjoy it at first, but this is one of those movies that was just so popular because it was so bad. I remember this was really popular back when it first came out, and I just really was never into it. It was a pop culture thing. Apparently, in today's society, we like bad things. I mean, just watch Allison Gold's Chinese food.
Oh my God.
I mean, that's getting 1 million views. You know,
I do like Chinese food.
Me too. You know that it's true. But anyway, this movie, the humor is very dry, and I kind of understand why some people wouldn't like it, because some people don't appreciate dry humor. Some people appreciate more of the straight in-your-face type of comedy, but this movie obviously had a little bit, you had to think about it a little bit. It was kind of above some people's heads,
Yeah.
but some of it was just completely so dumb that no one laughed.
I mean, I've tried to watch it numerous times, like
Yeah.
probably about 6 to 8 times, and every single time I fall asleep. I just can't get into it. Love dry humor, but like it's just, it's too much. It's too dry.
It's way too dry, and
It's like the saltine challenge.
yeah, it's so dry. It's like a desert of comedy.
That's good. I like
Desert
that,
of comedy.
Kyle. It's
Not a
desert
dessert of comedy, a desert. Some
desert.
people misspell
Ferris
that
Bueller
word.
is a dessert.
Yeah, Ferris Bueller is a dessert of comedy, and Napoleon Dynamite is a desert. And I guess we could maybe call like Superbad maybe like a swamp,
Oh, see, but that's like,
really wet.
yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to think. Maybe
Could-
like a forest, not a rainforest.
It could be like a parking lot
a
in
coniferous
Texas.
forest. How about that?
Coniferous forest.
How about that?
Perfect.
Is that good?
Sounds
Good analogy?
good. Sounds
Sweet.
good.
All right, well, that's all we have for this week's edition of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly Film Reviews, and we will be right back after this message.
Mic check. Airing Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and Fridays at 1 p.m.
Hello, everyone. I'm here with Showcase's very own Zoey Grolman, and I'm going to be interviewing her about today about Between the Lines. She is also involved in Between the Lines as well as Showcase and many other shows on the
Yeah.
show. Thank you for coming here, although you're here already. Pretty
You're
much.
welcome. It was my pleasure.
So, I want to ask you to start off. You do produce for Between the Lines,
Yeah.
and for those people who don't know, just tell us what Between the Lines is all about and what it's like being a producer for the show.
All right. Well, Between the Lines is a sports show here on campus, and it just focuses on all the different Kutztown sports. And for producing, pretty much, I mean, we don't really do anything like during the shoot, but afterwards, once everyone films their own segments, we get them and then we put them together and we put all the bumpers on and the lower thirds with their names on, and render it out, which takes forever. And it's a
sure.
really long process and it's really tedious.
Oh, I'm very sure. So you're pretty much managing the whole script of the show, pretty much, as I assume.
Yeah, pretty much. And then there's 3 other producers also. So, I mean, it's nice to not be by yourself doing all of that work.
Absolutely. So you also do a segment on the show called Halftime.
I do.
So I just want to know what that's like. And for those people who don't know, what is the Halftime segment? What's the whole pitch about that?
Well, halftime, every week we have a different team, and we pick a player from the team, and we have a short interview with them, just kind of about the sport, about themselves, how they got into the sport pretty much. And then we have a part after the interview where they teach me how to do the sport. And I co-host with Jared Martin also. So that's also nice where I'm not just by myself, like I'm with someone else. It's
That's nice.
interesting.
So do you do every segment though, or do you just switch back and forth?
Well, it kind of depends. The time is kind of iffy. There's not like a set time every week, so whoever can make it. Sometimes we do it together. One of us interviews, one of us learns the sport. We haven't really interviewed together, but we both have learned the sport together, so it just kind of depends on the week.
Okay, so what all sports have you learned so far?
Oh my gosh. Well, the sports that I haven't learned, I'm terrible at a lot of this stuff. We've interviewed golf, football this past week, soccer. Why can't I think of anyone? Volleyball.
Nice.
Those are some of those. I think we're doing Quidditch next week.
I remember Quidditch. That's actually
Yeah.
been done. I was actually on the crew for one of those, and
I'm
Quidditch
excited.
is very.
I'm
I can't wait to
excited.
see that. And I did see your volleyball one, by the way. That was very funny.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's fun seeing this girl fall around all the time.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So we're gonna go back in time a little bit.
Okay.
What was the very moment that sparked your interest in electronic media here at Kutztown University?
Well, I was born in York, PA Hospital, and from that moment I knew.
Interesting.
No, just kidding.
You just came out and said, "I'm gonna be like." Is that?
I
how it
just came into the world knowing. No, I mean, I originally wanted to be a bio major. I wanted to be a dentist, but I'm really grossed out by a lot of things, which I realized after taking like an AP bio class in high school. And I always made videos and all that kind of stuff in my spare time, and I loved it. So my mom was like, "Why don't you just do that?" And I mean, I am so happy that I chose to do this. I wouldn't change it for the world.
That's good. That's very good. And speaking of being an EM major and being on Between the Lines, what do you think is the hardest part of being on a show, producing the show, and also being talent for the show as well?
I
mean, obviously, I know how it feels. So,
probably time management. It takes a lot of time to make something look really great. And being involved in so many different things and also trying to keep up on my schoolwork, it's kind of hard to find time with all of that and like a social life. I mean, I love doing all of that, so it's not like I mind, but I just think time is like the biggest aspect. That's the hardest part of it.
nice.
Yeah.
So this is your time to really sell the EM department. What is it about this department that you really love? Because obviously there's so many things.
Oh my God, well.
You can just pick one. I mean.
I mean, I think it's awesome that we work hands-on so early on in the major. I mean, as early on getting into it, I think that's awesome. A lot of colleges don't do that, and I think you get a lot of good experiences, and then just the people you're with. I love how it's such a close-knit group, and I'm friends with pretty much everyone in the major, and like I know everyone, which makes it so much easier down the line to ask for help if you need help, and I love it.
We're like a family, right?
Yeah, like a little family, like
A family that doesn't
like, hey,
live together.
cuz.
Yeah,
Okay.
like we're cousins, you know.
We are cousins.
And Anthony's your husband, I guess,
Okay.
as of now.
Yeah.
So your plans for the future after being an EM major? A lot of people haven't. A lot of people in the show so far have already done their future, but now you're looking forward to it. So what's your future?
I love editing. That's probably my favorite part. Originally, I would love to edit movies, make movie trailers. I just love that. I mean, now being in the major and seeing all the different aspects of editing, I would love to make promos. I mean, anything sort of like that. I'm kind of like, I'm not focusing on just one part because I know it's hard to find a job in just one specific area, but I just love editing.
Interesting. So I want to show these people this halftime segment because it's really interesting. I think they're going to love this one.
Are you sure that's a good
Yes,
idea?
absolutely. Because, hey, some of these people might not have seen it, and they got to see this because I think it's really cool and it's fun to watch. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's a clip from halftime from Between the Lines.
Not in the divot.
Not in a divot.
All right, so ball position with the front foot.
Yes.
Interlock. Down.
You're a little bit close. Try it again.
Farther.
Yeah.
And then a little bounce of the knees.
Little bounce.
Back.
Wow.
Yeah, I usually do better than that, though.
That was really good. I wasn't expecting that. You want to try it again?
Yeah, sure.
Have you ever golfed before?
I've golfed a couple times.
Perfect.
But I usually just run at it and try to
Yeah,
hit as
Happy
far
Gilmore?
as I can. Of course, Happy Gilmore.
Casual.
Try it again. Ah!
First one's always the best.
All right, now that I mastered all the techniques that Jackie told me, Zoe's gonna give it a shot. And good luck.
Thanks. Okay. And a little bit. And slow. Okay, remember. Alright, just remember to turn, head down. Perfect! That was great. Good job. Thanks. I did it! Yeah, you're a golfer now. Oh.
Hey, see, that wasn't so bad, was it?
Speak for yourself. It was pretty bad.
What is it like watching yourself on camera? I know you get to see yourself on this show and you get to see on Between the Lines.
It's interesting. My voice sounds different.
Yeah.
It's weird. It just sounds so different, and I look different.
I hate how
know,
my
like-
voice sounds on television.
Yeah.
It sounds awful.
I mean, mine does. Yours doesn't.
No,
Yours sounds
no.
good.
Now we're gonna fight about whose voice
Yeah.
sounds worse, I guess. So for those of you who don't watch Between the Lines, make sure you can check it out on Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock and then Fridays at noon. And you gotta stick around for like another minute or
Why?
so. Because it is time for another round of Minute Movie Trivia. All right, folks, for those of you who have not seen this segment on the show before, obviously you have, you know what's going on. You have a minute to answer 5 questions about movies, and we are going to do comedy movies today.
All right.
So I hope you like comedies. Do you?
I do. I just don't know how good I'm gonna be.
What's your favorite type of comedy?
The funny ones.
The fun. Oh, well, I like those too. Well, let's get started, shall we? Okay, question number 1. In the movie Step Brothers, what item is Dale Doback very protective of? A, his Nutella, B, his bed, C, his drum set, or D, his Xbox?
I'm gonna have to go with the drum set.
And she is correct, drum set. And question number 2, what movie features the main character going back to school to impress his rich father? A, The New Guy, B, Billy Madison, C, Max Keeble's Big Move, or D, Mean Girls?
Can you read it again?
The New Guy, Billy Madison, Max Keeble's Big Move, Mean Girls.
New Guy.
And that is actually incorrect. It is actually Billy Madison, Adam Sandler.
Oh.
And we'll go to the next question, number 3. In the movie The Hot Chick, starring Rob Schneider, what item causes 2 people to switch bodies? A, a pair of watches, B, a pair of earrings, C, a pair of shoes, or D, a pair of socks?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I didn't see it.
Wild guess.
Earrings.
Earrings is correct.
Ah,
yes,
sweet.
B, pair of earrings. They had to switch earrings and keep switching bodies. So you're 2 and 1 so far.
Sweet.
Question number 4. What famous movie character frequently says, "Alrighty then"? A, Mrs. Doubtfire, B, Clark Griswold, C, Detective Carter, or D, Ace Ventura?
Ace Ventura.
That is correct. Ace Ventura is correct. Jim Carrey, one of my favorite comedic actors of all time.
Yeah.
You are 3 and 1. Last question.
All right.
Number 5. What movie features the main character disguising himself as an old babysitter in order to see his children more often after a divorce? A, Tootsie, B, Mrs. Doubtfire, C, Rain Man, or D, The Birdcage?
Doubtfire.
Absolutely, Mrs. Doubtfire is correct. 4 and 1. That seems to be a trend, although you didn't beat Ross. I guess Ross is the king of this so far.
I guess
Good
so.
job, Zoe. Thank you
Thank
for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, although you're already here.
Yes.
And it's a little awkward, but all right, and we will be right back after this message, folks.
I'm Adam, and I have your 3-minute drill on BTL.
Hey, I'm Kara, and I'll be taking you around campus for student interviews on Outside the Lines.
I'm Alyssa, and I'll be rounding up the latest sporting events on Weekend Update.
Hi, my name is Dylan, and I have your top play of the week on BTL.
Hi, I'm Jared,
And I'm Zoe.
and we're your hosts for halftime.
Hey, I'm Haley.
I'm Steve.
And we're the hosts of Between the Lines.
Tune in Wednesdays and Thursdays at 7.
And Fridays at noon for all the latest breaking KU sports updates.
And remember, being outside the lines only gets you the scores.
But here Between the Lines, we get you in the locker room.
Welcome back, everyone. To conclude tonight's show, we have a video that is sure to make you really hungry. It sure made me hungry. This video is called Chocolate Cake and was made by Max Ferreira. Roll it. Oh, I am hungry now.
Me too.
Swear to God, I want chocolate cake. Can someone make a chocolate cake right on set? Because I'm hungry.
Seriously, that was so good. I loved all the effects.
Oh yeah, it was great.
I just loved when it was like going into the pan and then it slurped back up and then it went back in.
Which is kind of gross if you think about it, but it's fun.
True.
It's good. It's delicious.
I liked it. It was really good.
And chocolate cake is amazing.
It is.
You know,
Oh, man.
chocolate cake. You know, Bill Cosby. You know.
Oh.
Bill Cosby should have been in that video.
Oh, he should. Just
you know,
like
making the, making whatever noises and whatever he says all the time. But I really enjoyed it, and it made me extremely, extremely hungry. Very well done.
Very well done.
Really enjoyed it. Well, that's all we have for tonight's show. Thanks for tuning in.
If you would like to keep up with the show, make sure to like our Facebook page at the link below and follow us on Twitter at KUTV Showcase.
Also, if you would like to go back and watch all of our other episodes, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at the link below.
We hope you enjoyed tonight's show and make sure to tune in next week.
And remember, folks, when life is getting you down, just keep rolling.